Alright, so I'm Scott from South Florida Insider, and I'm here with
Scott from Ballyhoo.
So, on the ride up here, plugging in the album, where I was listening the whole way up, had that nice chill vibe and everything going on. How does it kind of feel knowing that the album's still taking on a lot of life? I mean, it's still very relatively new, and yet you're already must have got a lot of feedback on this Warped Tour so far.
Oh, it's been great. Warped Tour's been going fantastic. The album's doing well. We're really happy about that. Like you said, it's still selling like crazy. We're getting a ton out on Warped Tour, as well as digital downloads. We can see from the SoundScan reports that people who aren't buying the CD at home or at the show are going home and buying it. So that's great. It's just awesome. We're really proud of the album, and we really think that a lot of people are going to like it. Like most people that listen to it are like, okay, this is pretty cool, no matter what their style of music tastes are. So feels great. Really happy about it.
And how does it feel being on the label that you're on? I mean, you got a lot of people that really, I mean, you couldn't ask for a better fit.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. The Pepper guys are awesome. We're on Law Records, for those of you who don't know, owned by the guys from Pepper, and they've just been fantastic. They're all super nice guys, and the label actually does a lot for us, and that's something we're not used to. We've been on a couple other labels before. It's just like, thanks for nothing. But Law's really been backing us and putting money behind us. They gave us money to record the record, which is, again, a first for us. So we actually got to sit in the studio for a good 3-4 weeks, lock ourselves up, and bang out some good tunes. So we're really stoked, and we got to go on tour with Pepper, and that was great exposure for us. I mean, it's like you said, just a perfect fit.
Is there any more ties in with them? It seems like they bring a lot of their Law Records bands together, Supervillains and so forth, like really the whole crew. Is there any more times that we're going to be seeing that happening with you guys after Warp's done?
We don't have anything in the works right now. They're out on their own tour right now, but I really hope so, because, I mean, like I said, the last time we went out with them was fantastic for us. It was great exposure. I had a great time with them. And, I would love to do it again. So we'll see. Time will tell.
And even though, like I was mentioning, the album obviously has a lot of life. I mean, it's still getting that exposure all over, especially iTunes, all over the place. Are you guys already writing, or is there another project lined up, or is it still too early?
Not yet. We're working on some demos in the van, but nothing really like solid yet. It's just kind of how he's working out some ideas for some hooks here and there or whatever, but for the most part we haven't really started writing it. We're really just trying to push this record for a little bit longer, because it's still going really well. People are still really digging it and buying it up. So, and we still have another we're about to drop, well, not about to, but we're going to put our next single out very soon. Not sure the exact date yet, but we're working that out, but it should be within the next month or two.
Can we know that specific single, or is it still tentative to let anybody know about it just yet?
It's going to be Walk Away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we going to tie in a music video, anything along those lines?
We're planning on it, but we don't have any specifics yet on that. We don't have any details. We've got a couple ideas in the works for that, but yeah, we will eventually, but nothing solid yet.
And even though you're definitely not like a collaboration-driven band, could you see yourself collaborating with any of, like maybe Brett Kaleo, Yasad, any of those guys?
Yeah, we threw that idea around when we recorded Daydreams, but the timing just didn't work out. But that would be awesome to do. And maybe get Howie on one of their tracks and have them come in on one of our tracks. But it's something we've never done before, like you said, but we're definitely open to the idea about it.
And, I mean, the writing process has to be kind of unique for you, especially being out as long as you are touring. How's this kind of writing process forming? I know you said you're going to kind of work on some demos and stuff, but, I mean, how do you really draw the inspiration to write when what you're seeing is your tour bus, these crowds and stuff? I mean, there's always so much that you kind of create. Do you have to, like, throw on some old school movie or something like that to really get that inspiration?
I'm not really sure what we're going to do this time, honestly. I haven't really heard too much about how he's been working on lately, so I'm not sure where he's drawing his inspiration from. And most of the inspiration goes towards lyrics, and that's usually one of the last things that happens anyway. So that'll probably get done when we get locked in the studio. For the last album, it was nice having that time in the studio, because that's where most of the stuff got written. Like, we had a couple ideas, a couple jams going in, but a good chunk of the record was actually recorded in the studio, or written and then recorded in the studio. So we'll probably end up doing the same thing for the next record, where we'll have some ideas, have some inspiration, some riff here, a melody there, and then we'll all just get together and just kind of play off each other's ideas until we put something together.
I mean, again, this is something I don't really see your band doing specifically, but do you see yourself ever going into like maybe a fun cover song or something beyond just like when you're on stage? Everybody's got that one, so
yeah. We try to avoid that. If we do a cover song, it probably wouldn't be on our record. We actually just recorded a cover song for a cover compilation. We haven't submitted it yet, and we haven't gotten approved yet, so I don't want to mention what it is. But I think it turned out really, really good. I hope it's not a song that breaks us into the mainstream. I don't want to be that band that's kind of like the Kiss of Death if your first single is a cover. But the compilation that we recorded it for has great exposure. Like, lots of kids buy this particular compilation. Like, I know a lot of people are like, oh yeah.
So how long will it be till we see this comp?
I think the submission date is next month, so it probably wouldn't be until fall, I would think.
But hopefully the other single is pushed before this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't have to worry about that one leapfrogging the other one, because the other one's going to go mainstream, right?
Hopefully ours goes mainstream.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the other one can follow up behind it and be like, okay.
And so just kind of wrapping things up, like what else is in store? You mentioned that this demo, you mentioned a cover song, possible music video. Is there anything maybe via your website for fans? Or
well, basically our plans right after Warped are we're just going to keep touring for now. We get home, I think, second week of August. We're doing some regional shows, and then we head right back out to Long Beach to link up with a band called Tribal Seeds, like a roots reggae band. We're going to do like 3.5 weeks with them. In the middle of it, we've got the Charm City Music Festival back in our hometown of Baltimore with Weezer, Flogging Molly, Stephen Marley. We're doing a festival out in Long Beach at the beginning of that tour with the Wailers and a bunch of other great bands. After that tour, I'm not sure. We might jump right back out on the road, or we might take that time to just start writing and recording.
Yeah, I think based on what I'm hearing, you got some time that you actually relax. I mean, it seems like you're on one thing to the next. So
yeah, relaxation. We get that usually over the holidays, wintertime, when it's not great touring time. That's when we hang out with the families. Just kind of chill, reflect on what a wild year this has been so far for us. And then hopefully write some great music for the next record.
And just anything closing off that you want to mention to the fans out there.
Hey, fans, thank you so much for everything. You're the reason we are here. You're the reason we're still doing what we're doing. Spread the music around. Give it to all your friends. Download it illegally. We don't give a shit. Just get the music out there. Spread the word. Come to the shows. Buy a T-shirt, and we'll have some beers together. Peace.